Welcome to the British History series. If you love British history, then you're definitely in the right place. So stick around for today's episode with me, Philippa Lacey Brewell. On the 12th of March in 1710, Thomas Augustine Arne is born. He was an English composer and is responsible for the Rule Britannia song. It's a real patriotic song. What is really interesting about Rule Britannia is that it was not written as such. It was in fact the finale song to what we would describe as a musical based on the life of King Alfred. The musical about King Alfred had been commissioned by the king at the time's eldest son. George II was on the throne, and George II didn't get on with his eldest son, Prince Frederick, Prince of Wales, but then there were Hanoverians, and that was kind of the pattern in that family. But the way that this tended to play out was the heir to the throne pitched himself politically against the current king, and this is what happened in the case of George II and Prince Frederick. One of the ways to do that was to show you were in with the arts, in with what was the up and coming trends, and Prince Frederick commissioned on this musical around the story of King Alfred was created. The hero of the piece was not King Alfred, but his eldest son. So this masque or musical about King Alfred was first performed at Prince Frederick's house at Cliveden House in Buckinghamshire, in the outdoor amphitheatre there, and Rule Britannia was its rousing finale. The words were originally a poem written by playwright James Thomson and poet David Mallet. The original performance in 1740 at Cliveden House was a private affair. It was to celebrate the third birthday of Prince Frederick's daughter, Princess Augusta. In 1745, Rule Britannia was performed for the first time to the public in London, and it was an immediate success. The music is stirring and the words invoke feelings of patriotism. And at a time where Britain was bidding to rule the waves, expand the empire and be a dominant force on the seas. We have to remember we're quite soon into the Hanoverian dynasty, which is probably worth a video on its own. But this is a time where we're a newly united England and Scotland, so Great Britain is new, and it is still obvious that we have a German king, we have a German monarchy. So this idea of Britishness was new. This idea of getting behind your this monarchy was going to stay, that this is our monarchy now, that was important, and it was recognised that it could do this strongly through music. And Rule Britannia went some way towards doing that. And it evokes patriotism and pride in a country that once ruled the waves. Some now preferring to change Rule Britannia to Cool Britannia. Times change.